Cloud migration and hybrid architecture are mainly concerned on the integration of your on-premise network to your Amazon Virtual Public Cloud. So, whenever you hear the word hybrid, also think that it is referring to your on-premise network and VPC. In the exam, there are just few questions about this domain. Nonetheless, it is important to know the available tools that you can use to properly and easily migrate your data in AWS. Let's take this question for example. Your company hosts an on-premise legacy engineering application with 900 gig of data shared via central file server. The engineering data consists of thousands of individual files, ranging in size from megabytes to multiple gigabytes. Engineers typically modify 5 to 10% of the files a day. Your CTO would like to migrate this application to AWS, but only if the application can be migrated over the weekend to minimize the user downtime. You calculate that it will take a minimum of 48 hours to transfer 900 gig of data using your company's existing 45 Mbps internet connection. After replicating the application's environment in AWS, which option will allow you to move the application's data to AWS without losing any data and within a given time frame? We have 4 options. The first option is to copy the data to Amazon S3 using multiple threads and multi-part upload for large files over the weekend, and work in parallel with your developers to reconfigure the replicated application environment to leverage Amazon S3 to serve the engineering files. Option B. Sync the application data to Amazon S3 starting a week before the migration, and then on Friday morning, perform a final sync and copy the entire dataset to your AWS file server after the sync completes. Option C. Copy the application data to a 1TB USB drive on Friday and immediately send overnight with Saturday delivery the USB drive to AWS Import-Export to be imported as an EBS volume, mounting the resulting EBS volume to our AWS file server on Sunday. And the last option, option D, leverage the AWS Storage Gateway to create a gateway stored volume. On Friday, copy the application data to Storage Gateway volume. After the data has been copied, perform a snapshot of the volume and restore the volume as an EBS volume to be attached to your AWS file server on Sunday. This question is actually from the official sample questions provided by AWS. So, what do you think is the answer? If you choose D, then you're wrong. The correct answer here is option B. You can verify the answer key when you check the Japanese version of AWS Solutions Architect Professional Sample Questions. I provided the link in the exam tips section of this course for a reference and for additional resource. The scenario has a hybrid architecture where the on-premise network is connected to a VPC with a storage gateway. There is a sync feature in S3 that only sends the delta or the difference to the VPC. Hence, you can sync the application data to Amazon S3 starting a week before the migration. And then on Friday morning, perform a final sync and then copy the entire dataset to your AWS file server after the sync completes. Options A, C, and D are wrong as the entire data that will be migrated will only be moved on the weekend itself. It is better to sync the data beforehand by using the S3 sync. The first option where you use an S3 multi-part upload is a bit tight on schedule. Though this method is faster than regular S3 put request, it is still not enough to satisfy the time limit, which is 48 hours. Same with option C and D, which can pose a risk since a 1TB flash drive can be lost or be damaged along the way, as well as copying the data to a storage gateway which still depend on the slow 45 Mbps internet connection of the company.